And welcome back to, I think this is part 4 now, of What if Tsunade had adopted Naruto? So, last time on a Naruto What If Tsunade had adopted Naruto part 4. Basically, things had gone as pretty much as planned, canon-wise. Despite, upgrades and abilities, things along those lines, and Hinata being on the team, really not much changed in terms of what happened in the story. Hinata would have been able to point out Zabuza was there, but that wouldn't have changed the fact that none of them were able to take on Zabuza. Hinata probably still would have been the one who was guarding Tazuna at the time, so it still would have been Sasuke and Naruto fighting Zabuza. And despite the fact that Naruto does have extra abilities, it wouldn't have been enough, I think, to take on Zabuza in an overall style. So up until now, things have kind of gone the same in terms of the early Zabuza arc. Minus the fact that they worked better as a team together, and the Demon Brothers did not get did not get an ambush on them. But now we cut over to more of what happens afterwards. So Kakashi wakes up, and Naruto has been doing his best to kind of help Kakashi recover. He's got his Mystic Palms technique, but that's really more for injuries and things along those lines. There's not much he can do for chakra fatigue. But he's still helping him with his aching joints, things along those lines, which Kakashi actually is very thankful for. He can move a little bit easier. They still have that conversation about Zabuza still being alive, Haku working for him, and everything along those lines. So what are we going to do now? I can still train you. So they've had the tree walking exercise down for a while now, and they've been off and on the water chakra exercise technique. Basically, when they get to the training part of it, Kakashi does say, now, I've been preparing this for a little while, but first I just need to know, how far along have you guys come along with your water walking techniques? To which Hinata shows off first, being the Kunoichi. She's got the best chakra control of the group, so she does it no problem. Sasuke can also do it relatively no problem. Naruto still is struggling to some extent, but, he just needs a little bit longer. And he says, I'm almost got it down. I just need a little bit longer, maybe a little bit longer. Maybe use some clones to help too. To which Kakashi kind of does an eyebrow. I was like, you could try that. Couldn't hurt. Which he's not flat out saying Naruto the secret of the Shadow Clone Jutsu. So Naruto does that, and within a couple hours of practicing and stuff like that, yeah, he's got it down. So now it basically says, so now I'm gonna actually do something a little different with you. So what's next? Next chakra control training exercise? Actually, no, Sasuke. I brought these for both of you, or all three of you. Pulls out 3 different scrolls. Boop boop boop. You guys have been progressing so fast that I feel it's time that I could start teaching you a few low-level techniques to help round you out. So, for Naruto first, he does that, throws him this. He's like, what's this? The Shadow Clone Shuriken Jutsu. And, to Kakashi, I don't have a lot of chakra, but I can basically demonstrate, use a little demonstration. So he basically takes a Shuriken, throws it, does a few quick hand signs, just using enough chakra so he doesn't, hurt himself or anything like that. About 10 Shurikens show up there. It's like, then Naruto and Sasuke, and they're like, whoa. I was like, yeah, and I was basically just using easy. I have to take it easy because of my health. But someone like you has so much chakra, and excess, and already seems to have a natural affinity towards the Shadow Clone. Should be able to get it down once you actually have, worked on the jutsu. Imagine what you could do. Someone like the third Hokage, for example, can make thousands of kunai or shuriken appear all at once. Naruto's just like, it's like, yay. Then he goes, for Sasuke, I just want to test something real quick with you, Sasuke. And then, he does, gives him the chakra paper, and sure enough, it crinkles before it bursts into flame. It's like, wait, what does that mean? It's like, and then Naruto's like, oh, wow, you got a lightning affinity, Sasuke. Wait, but I'm an Uchiha, I'm a fire user. True, but I've had a feeling about you all the time. While your clan mainly is fire, uses fire as their primary technique, that doesn't mean every member of the clan has it as their primary chakra element. So simply because you know fire and are a master of fire does not mean it's actually your primary element. It seems you're actually more like me, a lightning user, which means this will be a good time for you to start practicing lightning chakra. And he decides to give him the few steps to use lightning chakra, which I think Sasuke can get down pretty quickly, honestly. And, he gives him a low-level lightning jutsu. Again, one I like to use, I steal from Bleach, is the Byakurai, or Pale Lightning, which is basically just shooting a little beam of lightning from your finger. It's like, oh, it's a pretty basic technique. But basically, what you do is you just concentrate your lightning chakra to your finger and then release it outwards. Just, and the beauty of lightning is you can control the charge of the electricity. So, by reducing it down, you can just stun someone. You even give them a little friendly shock, like a stack, which then just shocks Naruto's, and he's like, hey! Or if you really want to charge it up, and he blasts it again, goes straight through the tree. But again, and if you master technique, you'll be able to use it pretty much on any finger. The pointer finger is the main finger, but if you use it on any fingers, you'll have multiple attacks from all sides. You're like, oh, what is it? Wow, that's awesome. And then for Hinata. Hinata, I had a little difficulty figuring out what I should get for you, what I should do for you. However, I did figure out one thing we could try. I figured out two things actually we could try. Two, well, one of them's already tying in one of her other techniques, so it's and one of them is basically just going to be learning her chakra element. And like Sasuke, he gives her the paper. And again, surprisingly like Sasuke, it's lightning based. Now, why is it lightning based? Well, according to like the official sources, apparently Hinata's main primary chakra element is actually lightning. And like most people, that's not one I would have suspected being her main primary chakra element. But apparently it's her primary is in fact lightning. Go figure. She also has fire release like most ninjas in the Hidden Leaf do. Like Naruto doesn't have fire per se. Well, not naturally. He's naturally just a wind-based user. Yeah, apparently lightning. She has lightning and fire release. Now, whether it doesn't actually say if one is the primary or not, but I'm guessing lightning was actually her primary. So you have lightning. Interesting. So what we're going to do, like Sasuke, I would suggest Sasuke, you try to learn from Hinata, and you share with Hinata once you've gotten down the basics of the lightning jutsu. But like with Hinata, I want you to also try to channel your lightning technique into your gentle palms. Or your gentle fist styles. Like, what do you mean? It's like, think of it. You already channeled chakra into the gentle fist anyway to check your chakra points. Now, what happens if you use your elemental nature alongside that? And then Hinata's eyes kind of like, oh. And so basically that's kind of what the I guess it's like a week they had. The week's worth of training is going to be like. Naruto is working on working a little bit of his wind chakra as well as Shadow Clone Shuriken, which he gets the Shadow Clone Shuriken down. Doesn't take him the whole week. It takes him maybe about half the week, and then he just starts to regulate how much chakra he puts into it, and how many Shuriken or kunai are coming at him. But he's also working on a few other things, being innovator, prancer, like channeling wind chakra, and then that's a lot harder to do. But he is figuring out so he can. It's all about a numbers game. The more Shuriken or kunai he creates, like funneled with elemental chakra, the fewer he can make. But if he just does it without it, he can make just about as many as he needs, theoretically. So, like, his limit right now maybe be like 10 wind-enhanced Shuriken. Likewise, he's also practicing with the chakra scalpels and funneling the wind chakra into the chakra scalpels. So, like, again, normally when you do chakra scalpels, they're not much farther out to here. With the wind, that goes up there, so it's kind of like a unique little fighting style for his own. Hinata's, getting the basics down. Like with Sasuke, her and Sasuke both, learn the Pale Lightning technique pretty easily, actually. Particularly with Hinata has her chakra controls the best of the group. But she's also working on, zapping people with a gentle fist. Obviously, it's still in the beginning stages, but it's showing progress. Naruto probably does spend the night there one night, meets Haku. That whole scenario goes down like normal. And then you have that moment at the dinner table. Now, the moment at the dinner table with Inari, I can't say it goes the same way. Because every one of these individuals, at least Sasuke actually would probably know the best because he lost his entire family to his brother. Naruto does get some looks and stuff like that every now and then, but generally speaking, he's actually had a good home life this time around. Hinata would possibly know some of what Inari was going through, being treated like dirt. And so, is it, you don't know what it's like to be treated like dirt. Just watching you makes me sick. And to be fair, Naruto isn't the same character exactly as he was. Like, it's not going to be the same thing when I go out there. It's like, listen, what did you shove? Anything that's going on here. Now, I do think Naruto speaks up, but it's not in the same vein. Because remember, his mother's Tsunade. Tsunade's seen a lot. She's probably told him. So he never got to know any of his anything like that. So he knows he's adopted. I never got to know my real father or anything like that. I was lucky I got to be adopted by a mom who's so awesome like mine. But you know what? There's plenty of kids out there who don't get to go out there. You still have a mom. You still have a grandfather who loves you. So, but there's plenty of kids out there who don't have that, who are just living on the street. You have a roof over your head. You've got food on the table. So don't come to me and talk about whining and complaining about being treated like dirt when there are people people right in the village that you live in who are suffering far worse than you are. And I think he still said something along the lines of, you're just a coward, or you're just whining and complaining like some little brat, basically. And really, I mean, yeah, you feel bad for Inari, but at the same time, what Naruto said was spot on. It's like, dude, I'm sorry, but there are people in far worse situations than you are. I'm sorry you lost your dad. I'm sorry it hurt you so much. But you know what? You don't know crap about the world, so shut up. Anyway, so yeah, and the Kakashi has a talk again, not the same talk as that what Naruto said might have been cruel, but he's probably told himself that 100 times. Not the same thing, but let's get my nice little stiff. But still something along those lines. So anyway, the day comes, and they all go, and Naruto I think is awake, and there, and they go to the village or the bridge. The bridge, and Zabuza's there. Yes, and then the mist rolls in again. Naruto doesn't even bother with the wind chakra because it doesn't work this time around, especially because they're right on the water. So it'd be at the worst. He'd just be wasting chakra. So it's you, Kakashi. You're back, and you brought the brats as well. That one's still shaking. I'm shaking from excitement. And then Sasuke and Haku go toe to toe. And then Naruto just just let me know when you want me to step in. And it's like, oh yeah, brat. You think you could take on Haku? And so Haku, stop playing around. End this. Yes, Zabuza. Sorry, but I can no longer go easy on you. And then he creates the ice mirrors and it's like, oh crap, now I got to get in there. And then so Naruto, go, right! And there's like, oh, no, you don't, brat. And then Naruto's like, and then Kakashi's like, ching, blocks. Like, yeah, why don't we let them settle this out? And then they kind of fight, and he goes hiding in the mist. Hinata guard Tazuna. I was like, right! And then, she's actually charging up a little bit of lightning in her palms just in case. So that whole bit with Kakashi and Zabuza goes the same. But now you have Naruto and Sasuke trying to take on Haku, and Sasuke says, stay out of the mirror, Naruto. If you get caught, there's no way you're going to be getting out either. It's like, cruddy, and it's like, damn, he's right. Well, then, I guess there's a better time to try this on. He tries to punch the mirror, barely cracks it. It's like, what were you trying to do? I was trying to funnel chakra into my muscles like my mom does, but because I haven't gotten that thing down at all. It's like, wait, have you even tried that? Well, it's kind of the first time. It's like, seriously, Naruto, pay attention. It's like, Sasuke, look out! Then Kaku fires the sunbone back at Sasuke, and then he does the shadow clones from all sides, but he also shadow clone jutsu. And then some of them with wind chakra, some of them without. So a couple of them are kind of just laced in there. So they're all just kind of ting against the mirror, but the ones that wind chakra actually embed themselves. It's like, got it! And then he just basically with a kick. Basically, boom, cracks it's basically about physics and applied force. Because if you can get a shuriken or a kunai in there, and more or less a shuriken because of the shape, because it's flat, and kicks it in, he can pretty much crack the mirror as a whole. So he's like, you're never going to be able to get through the mirrors with like that. And all the mirrors suddenly have about one shuriken in there, to which Naruto's like, got you! It's like, what? And then basically what he does is he kicks in all the shurikens as hard as he can. Still cracks it. Then adds wind chakra and just slices them all in half. Just boom, boom. Haku has to get out of there. It's impossible. He broke my jutsu. And so how did he? And then Haku quickly realized, like, of course, he funneled wind chakra into some of the shurikens. They didn't damage the mirror, but there wasn't anything it was something I didn't pay any mind to notice, it was something I wasn't worried about. Then he used the force and chakra, combining the wind chakra with the kick, and broke them all. Amazing. It's like, but you're dangerous, Naruto, and I'm sorry, but I'll have to take you out. And then Naruto, is still floating in there, real knowledge, is like, oh, crying, and then just, Haku just throws so many senbon at him. He's like, crying, and then he just funnels the wind chakra scalpel, wind chakra, doing the best he can. Just actually, pretty much just makes a flattened blade, just too, but it's still flying through there. He stops some of them, but and he just kind of goes to guns, and then Hinata's like, Naruto, I'm okay, Hinata. And Sasuke's not getting up. He's like, Naruto. He's just kind of almost like a gun, just aiming at Haku. Throws a shuriken at him. It's like, kunai straight at him, but he's aiming. He's like, I haven't forgot you. Not for one. And then all of a sudden, he sees Sasuke, pale lightning. It's like, and just breaks the mask, and he gets a nice little gash right there. And then Naruto's like, Photon Gappa! And now they're basically, it's teamwork now. So now they're just like, Naruto, you ready? It's like, let's do it, Sasuke! Boom. Flint style, great breaking fire style, fireball jutsu, crystal ice mirror, or maybe a different technique, like crystal ice dome, and basically makes a dome of ice to protect himself. I keep going her because Haku was very feminine. And raging flame inferno! I don't think that's the name I used previously, but that's the name I'm using now. And basically the flame goes almost white hot, and Haku's like, I can't get it. It's not going to take the blast, and then just starts to basically quickly just melt the ice down. Just damn, and they basically has to get out of there, and then he is able to. If he still gets scorched, and they're both now huffing and puffing a little bit. Just, Haku, he's like, where are you going, Zabuza? And then he's basically has Zabuza cornered with the dogs. Haku's on the ground, basically injured, and he's like, I won't be able to move as fast anymore. Water style, it's like water needles, and they basically have to get out of the way. Meanwhile, Naruto is using Mystic Palms to heal him and Sasuke's up because he's removing the the senbon, which his mom probably would have told him about senbon and how they're worked, mostly for medical use, but still. And he's it's like, yeah, don't know how much more we got in us, though. Then all of a sudden you hear the clapping as Kakashi, that's had Zabuza pinned the whole time. Just, and then you hear the classic, seems this prick on pretty botched, eh, Zabuza? Gato. Yeah, well, sorry, you failed when you're too expensive, and you failed when you were unable to kill the bridge builder the first time. Sorry, you were never going to pay us at all, you slime. It's like, did I tip my hand there? Sorry, but now that you guys are all tired out, this gives me the perfect opportunity to just clear up all loose ends. And you beat these guys, they work for 10 times less than you did, and they're happy to do it. Yeah, which is probably still a lot for them anyway. Well, gosh, since we have no cost, since my target is no longer the bridge builder, we are no longer at odds. We have no quarrel. I guess you're right about that. What? So, yeah, and then Naruto is just like, it's fine. He doesn't have that moment with Haku where they're, kind of sharing each other's life stories, or sharing their stories about Haku's history. So it's like, Zabuza, no! And then Haku just can't move because the burn is severe. Haku won't have like a lasting scar or anything with enough medical treatment, but Haku is just kind of done. And Haku's like throwing some senbons, maybe taking a couple out, but it's like, no, I don't have enough. And then, Sasuke, Naruto, and Hinata say, Tasa, stand behind them. Stand back here. It's like, and then, Hinata's ready. Sasuke's ready. Naruto's ready. And then all of a sudden, Ari comes up. He's like, before you step one foot in our village, you're going to have to go through us. By the way, Naruto would have probably left a clone to keep Ari and his family safe. So that not overlooking that probably just happens. And it's like, all right. And then, so I was like, you think we're scared of you? And then the dogs are gone now, so Zabuza, while bloody, still has use of his arms. Like, no, but but I wonder, are you scared of me? And then that makes them flinch a little bit. And then Zabuza just charges in. Everyone kind of just charges in. And Kakashi still has a solid amount of chunk because he hasn't had to use Lightning Blade. So he's able to, boom, boom, they're all like, oh, God's like, oh, and Zabuza's just slicing through everyone. It's like, Gato, you slime. And, he's a demon. I was like, what should I do with you? Do you know what a demon's wrath is like? I could show you firsthand, Gato. No, please. Zabuza. As much as he probably deserves it, I think there's a better course of punishment for him. And then he kind of whispers in Zabuza's ears, like, oh, that's good too. Like, what are you going to? And then shocks him. It's like, and then he basically just passes out briefly and then wakes up. What are you doing? Ties his hands and legs, throws them at the villager's feet. He's all yours. And they just look at him like, and Gaku's like, oh. I was like, So basically, they just pull him up and hoist him. I was like, what do you think they're gonna do to him? Oh, they're not gonna kill him. I don't want to know what they're gonna do to him, but they're not gonna kill him. And basically, Zabuza and Tazna is pretty much gonna be made. All of his money is going to be transferred to not just the village, but all the needy villages in the area. And he's basically just going to be their workhorse. That's it for the rest of his days. So, which, to be fair, he looked like he was a guy easily in his 40s or 50s, so his days probably wouldn't be that long. Maybe another 30 years if he's taken good care of, which he will not be. So, 10 to 15. I digress. So, basically, now we reached the point of what happens now. Zabuza and Haku are still alive. It's like, well, you guys could come to the Hidden Leaf Village with us. I mean, you guys tired of running? We are tired of running, and that isn't a bad idea, kid. But we're wanted ninjas. You can't. It's not that. It's just not that. The world just doesn't work that easily. However, Haku, at least for now, I think. But I'll be honest, kind of growing to like this place. I think I'm going to stick around for a little while. Make sure everything goes smoothly. And then the villagers, are there too. They're by the bridge that was sending him off. As I stay, assuming that's okay with the villagers. It's like, oh yeah, that's okay. It's like, yeah, as long as you're not trying to kill us anymore. It's like, no, fine, we'll give you room, shelter, a steady paycheck thanks to Gato. It's like, yeah, it could really help it. Yeah, maybe, maybe he can turn it into a little bit of a ninja village. Who knows? See if there's any prospects here, kid. I said that out loud, but frankly, it's an idea. It's an idea I might honestly go with. So, but Haku, I want you to go with them. What's up? What do you mean? It's like, you were never a registered ninja, kid. They have no knowledge of you. As far as you can still live a good, clean life, a simple life, a new life. And hey, I'll always be around, kid. You can always come to visit, and I might even stop by to visit you once things are settled out. What's up? We've never been friends. Like, Haku. This is something you need to do. To grow. And just know, no matter what you do, I'll be proud of you, my son. And that just breaks Haku down and gives Zabuza a big hug again. Zabuza lets his guard down for a little bit and gives his adopted son a good solid hug. And just, yeah. And from here on in, you are no longer Haku. You are Haku Momochi. It's like, yeah. And he nods, got a little tear, and even Naruto's just like, I'm not crying. I'm not crying. So, and then Sasuke's like, yep, nope, manly moment, just manly moments. So I was like, Haku agrees to go to them to the village, and that is where we're going to cap it off for part 4 of what a Tsunade had adopted Naruto. Some personal growth, some actual legitimate growth in terms of their skill set. Haku and Zabuza are still alive. Haku's staying in the village hidden in the waves. The hidden or the land of waves. Sorry, so village hidden. Let's just say a village hidden. The village hidden in the waves. Let's just call it that, because it's not the hidden mist village. The hidden mist village is the actual main village. But you know what? I think give it a couple years or so. Honestly, assuming the shipping era happens, I think you could see a small ninja village start. Maybe not huge, but maybe a dozen or so individuals. Give or take, who knows? With Zabuza basically as the head. So yeah, And who's to say more members can't join in from certain areas or whatnot? We'll see what happens. But until then, that is where we're leaving this one off. I have one more what if to do today, the continuation of Goku getting God Key, but I'm low on battery power, so I gotta let my computer charge for a little bit. Until then, though, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. As always, you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. Ideas for who would win, Star Wars, Superior Magic, what if, anything I'm doing on the channel. Put that in the comments below as well. I'll get to that at some point. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And the other one will be up a little later. I'm going to upload these now, but it will be up later. And then we have the first week of who would win this week. So keep your eyes up for all that. Till then, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.